comedian Nicholas DeSanto has a lot to say about Islam. I'm Tal the Traveling Clat, your favorite white colonizer that's a little bit under the weather right now, but let's get right into this clip. I'm excited to see this.
Maybe Islamic State has something to do with Islam? Just a little bit? I mean, it has Islamic in its name. If something... Thank you. This is going better than it did in Camden. I must tell you. If something were called Nazi Germany, don't you think it had some elements of Nazism to it? Some of you are thinking this is getting pretty offensive. My grandfather fought for Nazi Germany. Any dual citizens in the room? Yeah? Okay. People ask me, what is the best thing about having been in solitary confinement in the Islamic Republic of Iran? You know, the silver lining and that stuff. You know, the great thing about having been interrogated by the notorious Iranian intelligence in a dark, cold, hostile room is that this thing is no longer the scariest experience of my life. You can bet the scariest room I ever experienced, it was in Camden. But this is a Christmas gig, and I'm not very religious, but when it comes to religions, I think Christianity is the best one. That's not the funny part, but okay. How do I know? Because non-Christians come to Christian countries and talk crap about Christianity, and nothing happens to them. It's just incredible. It doesn't sound right? It doesn't happen the other way around anywhere in the world, right? It's almost as if Christianity is a religion of peace. But we can't say that, obviously, because those other guys have already claimed it. It's a patent pending situation. So this guy goes to the patent office. Hello, I would like to register Islam as the religion of peace. Sir, we've got a monthly promotion this month. So if you patent 5 things simultaneously, there's a big discount. Okay, in that case, I would like to patent driving trucks into Christmas markets, flying planes into skyscrapers, shooting down French cartoonists in their office, shooting down Israeli athletes in the Olympic Village, and Islam as the religion of peace. My time is short, I don't want to be gone, but thank you. All right, sir, I don't see any incongruence in your application, I'll submit it for you. Don't worry, I can say that because it's true. Jesus said, he who is without sin cast the first stone, and from that we learn the importance of due process of law. Jesus also said, give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and give to God what belongs to God. And from that we learn separation of religion and state. And Jesus also said, forgive them, Father, they don't know what they are doing. And from that we learn to forgive feminists who like Islam. So Christianity made Western civilization the best civilization. Church of England, the second funniest British invention in history. What was that all about? But, of course, the funniest ever British invention is called the state of Pakistan. I have a lot of fans in India. This is for you. Churches in England are so empty that unlike other European countries like in France, Islamic terrorists even don't bother attacking them in this country. It's not worth the effort. The cost-effect analysis just doesn't add up. Barbie manufacturer Mattel have released their latest inclusive Barbie, a Barbie with Down syndrome. Previously, they had released Barbie with hearing aid and Ken with a skin disease. It's all... That's not the funny part, but... Come on, I need to get this YouTube video monetized. It's all part of an effort to make Barbie dolls more relatable to a bigger number of girls. Their next release, Barbie, the white English girl from underprivileged background, abused by Pakistani gangs. And Ken, the cowardly English policeman who did nothing about it. For fear of being called a racist. I might lose my day job because of it. Oh, hang on, I've already lost it. So we are in the clear. As you can imagine, doing this kind of edgy material it's not easy for me to find a lot of work. You sometimes even risk your day job, to be quite honest. Well, I love it. I believe it was Churchill who said, do what you love and you shall never work again. And I never realized he was referring to the cancel culture. Churchill was way ahead of his time, wasn't he? I was a verification officer, which means every day I had to watch videos of harrowing atrocities from the Middle East, where else? Terrible, unspeakable, egregious violations of human rights, day in, day out. And then using my language skills and my geography skills, I had to determine which ethnic group was inflicting those harrowing acts on which other ethnic group. Now, you thought your job was difficult. I get the accent wrong, they send drones over the wrong village. The stakes are high. And I'm not even the guy who's pushing drone buttons. I'm the guy standing behind him saying, yeah, it's that guy. Yeah, I know they all look the same. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. But ultimately, I lost that job. Nothing wrong with me, but my bosses called me in and said, listen, all these transcripts you've been providing us with, all these translations of these terrorists, we just realized most of these terrorists are native speakers of English. So, nobody said this was going to be easy, guys. I was just trying to serve the nation. But you know, the British monarch, as the head of the Church of England, bears the title of Defender of the Faith. And Charles and his late mother have been defending the Christian faith pretty much in the same manner that Harry Maguire has been defending Manchester United's goal line. If you're watching this in America, Charles and his late mother have been defending Christian faith pretty much in the same manner that Kamala Harris has been defending your southern borders. Thank you. You know, Asia Bibi was a Christian Pakistani woman sentenced to death for blasphemy towards Islam, and she couldn't secure an asylum from Her Majesty's government. Do you know who took her in? Justin Trudeau. I mean, when you lose defense of Christianity to Justin Trudeau, it's like losing the race of Native American heritage to Elizabeth Warren. Now, international news, round-the-clock emergency operations, special operations carried out by Royal Air Force and Royal Marines commandos, evacuating British nationals from Sudan. Hundreds were airlifted to the British base of Akrotiri in Cyprus as the Sudanese capital Khartoum descended further into sectarian violence, street fighting and looting. Meanwhile, British citizens in Leicester have been continuing to live with sectarian violence, street fighting and looting. Who's taking them to Cyprus?
Europe is doomed, man. Europe is doomed. I don't know why his name is Nicholas DeSanto and he sounds Persian. And I'm assuming he is Persian. But the name, it gives you an Italian feel. But he sounds Persian. So, very interesting. But yeah, you know, it's kind of rare nowadays that you have somebody who's actually like a conservative comedian. I'm assuming that's kind of the shtick that he's at. All these people that we thought were sort of in the middle ground right sort of turned woke right or left. And while you have people like Tucker Carlson interviewing the fucking president of Iran, it's just The most ridiculous situation on planet Earth. You have other people like Nicholas DeSanto here, who's able to look beyond, because of his life experience, able to look beyond the bullshit that that far left Europeans keep propagating to the rest of our world, and leftists in America keep propagating to the rest of our world, and actually call it how it is. There's a problem with Islamism in Europe and in the Western world, and you need to get on top of it. He wants you to get on top of it. Will you get on top of it? Somebody who came from Iran, that's the ultimate question. Will you do something about it? It's the question I always pose here on my channel. I wonder. I'll see you guys next one. I love you long time. Goodbye, Klats.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.